Welcome, honored guests. You may be wondering why you've been brought here to my lush, verdant abode. Well, that is because, my lovely guests, I invited you here. And you can't say no to a god, can you? No, you cannot say no to a god. Right, where was I? Oh, of course, introductions.
You ever wonder how the world came to be? Is somebody controlling everything that you see? That's all me. Yeah, that's all me. I'm the god of fate, god of time, god of wrath and destruction. Everyone knows to give me all your love and devotion, you see. It's all me. Don't you know I'm the one who will break you down? Can't you see? You can try to turn your fate around. It's all me. You see the things you could be when you're as omnipotent as me.
You're probably wondering why I invited you here. Well, my honored guests, it is because I have a story to tell. And who doesn't love a good story? It will be a tale of tyranny and revolution, of family and love, of enemies and violence. And it will all be written and orchestrated by yours truly. But not without some help. Let's meet our puppeteer, shall we? Omara, come over here, please.
My little assistant, she goes by many names. The one who goes down to the planet and spreads my fame. She takes that line. This girl is all mine. Some may know her as death, or say that she's the goddess of time. Everyone cows at the sight of the girl dressed in lime. That's fine, because her actions are all mine. She's my best asset, the handmaid to the god of time and fate. If you see the girl come in, you know it'll be too late. It'll be too late. It'll be way too late. It'll be too late. Oh, it'll be so late, so late, so late, so late, so late.
Seriously? Surprise kidnapping story time again?
Mara, I do not remember giving you permission to speak.
And I don't remember telling you to abduct them either, but I guess we all do what we want sometimes.
It would be wise of you to be quiet and let me get back to my guests.
Alright, bye.
Stop. I did not give you permission to leave. In fact, I was just about to hand you the manuscript for tonight's story.
Thank God that's over. Sorry you had to deal with that. He is the most egotistical god you will ever meet, which is really saying something. I'll get you all back home. He'll just have to deal with not having people to show his glorious creations to. Just tell me where you're from and I'll get you warped home just like that.
Did you just freeze me and steal my guests?
Shit.
You do not use your time powers on me. I ought to make you...
Wait, I can explain.
Go on.
I thought, it might be more interesting for your guests if I took them with me. The only thing more interesting than hearing a great story is experiencing one, right?
All right, you've convinced me. But if you fuck up this assignment because of these people, you will not want to know what's coming.
Right. Right. I'm glad that's over. You forget how terrifying that shithead can get when you only ever see him being an egomaniacal ass. Yeah, I call the all-powerful god of fate and time a shithead. He's always scratching his pointy little god fingers into timelines he really shouldn't be in, changes things around, and calls it fated to be. He is the biggest asshole I know. Also, it annoys the hell out of him, and that's really hilarious. Anyways, I guess I can't take you guys home. He'd notice if you weren't with me. Not all of you have to stay, though. The exits are here, and, well, really, just up there. This assignment's gonna deal with some pretty heavy shit, like, slavery, oppressive governments, murder, sexual assault, the use of firearms, and some pretty bloody violence. A lot of people are gonna die. If you don't think that's something you'll be comfortable with, you can leave if you want. I'm not that asshole. I won't make you do anything you don't want to. Is that everyone? All right, let's get this shit started. Oh, but guys, can we cut the hi-hat, maybe play something a little less cheesy mobster movie? This is my story now. We can do what we want. That's more like it. Let me bring you to a world not too different from your own. There are still people with lives and families and whatnot, but here an empress rules with an iron fist. She pretty much ruins everyone's lives. And you know who's responsible for putting her in power? It's her! Death has come for us! That's me. Ugh, this always happens. Can't a girl have a leisurely walk to the maternity center without half the town accusing her of murder? Come on. It's time to steal a goddamn baby.
Stop her! She took a baby!
Whew. Oh, that was close. What'd I tell you? Stealing a goddamn baby. Now I just gotta set this little guy down where she'll... Oh, there she comes.
I am not pushing the plunger this time! What do they think they're doing, killing babies? Oh, but it's the Empress's orders. I don't care about the Empress. And I don't care if these children aren't correct. I am sick and tired of playing along in this stupid game of elitism.
Damn, she's distracted. Gotta get her attention on the baby.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, how did you get out here? Oh, shh. Don't cry, don't cry. Everything will be all right. Hush, my child. Don't you fear. None of the monsters can get you in here. Sleep, my child. You'll be safe here with me. Once you arise, you can take to the skies, for you see, you were born to be free. Rest, my child, don't you cry. You know that I'll never bid you goodbye. Rise, my child, whether through skyland or sea. But once you've grown, reap the seeds that we've sown, for you see, you were born to be free. Born to be free. My darling, don't you see? Don't be timid or tame, for freedom is calling your name. Won't mean any harm. You'll always be safe in my arms. We will live to see the day where we don't have to play this stupid eugenicist game.
Mother Mariam, the euthanization starts in 5 minutes.
Coming. I guess our fantasy of freedom will have to wait, little one. Let's just make sure you won't have to meet the same horrible fate as them. No extra feet or anything. I guess I should just check you. We can't go back. We can't. I can't let them take you. No. We'll find a way out of this.
Rise, my child, close your eyes. Once you awake, we'll have broken our ties. Rise, my child, there's so much for us to see. We'll go far away, there's no reason to stay, for you see, you were born to be, we deserve to be free.
So you're probably wondering what just happened there, right? Well, you know how I said this world isn't too different from yours? That wasn't a complete lie, but there is a pretty big difference. You know that horrible, all-powerful empress I mentioned before? The one I helped put into power? Well, she put in place a system that ranks your worth in society based on your eye color. Dark reddish-brown eyes like mine are the lowest of the low. Lighter brown eyes are a little bit above that. Greens are higher than that. Blues are almost at the top. And of course, she made her own bizarre freak of nature pink eyes at the very top. Anyway, she uses this system to justify slavery, horrible working conditions, and all of that. And you can't really hide from it because, well, it's your eyes. And that is exactly what Mother Miriam over there was just looking for. You see, the Empress is also obsessed with all of her subjects being perfect, so she put what's basically a eugenics program into place. Anyone who's born with a mutation or malformation, instantly killed. Pretty hypocritical for a lady whose own mutation makes her immortal, don't you think? But so that baby has a weird mutation. His eyes, bright neon red. It's because of a mutation that makes his blood color the same red. Not like the dark red shade that you or I have. No, he's got maraschino fucking cherries running through his veins. He would have been killed for sure. So Miriam took that kid and left her career in childcare for a life of, well, childcare. They're who we're going to be following for this assignment. Anyway, here's our next stop. I'm supposed to lead a little girl who's been living alone in the woods for the last few years to their doorstep somehow. Oh wow, a cave. With a door boarded to it. Poor free idiots, living in the lap of luxury.
Kieran, is your scrape healed yet?
Yes, Mother.
Good. We can go to the market tomorrow. We're pretty much out of everything. Take your heavy cloak just in case, though.
Why do I have to hide every little scrape from the regime? It's not like they're gonna arrest me for having a bruise.
Knowing them, they might. I know it's hard, sweetie, but the regime is just scared of everything that's different. Believe me when I say there's nothing wrong with you. It's all their idiotic fears and hang-ups. Maybe someday the Empress will come to her senses and let us all live like people. No, don't do it. Don't fuel the pipe dream, Rosa.
Mother, do you ever talk to your old girlfriend?
What are you talking about? The mothers in the maternity ward were supposed to be celibate so we could focus on our work. You know that.
I see a place, I see it in my mind.
Well, there was that time with Mother Lalonde, but I don't know how you would have known about that.
Where you're young and bold and covered in tattoos.
Tattoos? That definitely wasn't allowed in maternity.
You're standing with a girl with short black hair, bright blue eyes, and you're kissing like there's nothing left to lose.
That looks exactly like I did when I was young. How do you know this?
You leave the blue girl for a boy with wings, leaving for a girl with pink eyes and an attitude. No one cares about the color of the ones you kiss. Everyone's free to live. There's no more Empress, and I'm still there standing right by you.
No more Empress? Now I know you're making this up.
Well, there's still an Empress, but she's not our Empress. She has a lot of dogs and doesn't believe in capital punishment.
Well, she certainly looks like royalty. Are you sure you aren't just feeding the pipe dream now?
No, it feels real. I don't know what it is, but all I know is it works. A society without needless cruelty actually works.
There's a girl who lost her hearing in an accident. No one tries to punish her for being defunct. People who are different just keep living their lives. And you and me, you see, we're finally happy 'cause the regime can't shove us in the trunk. And there's a boy born with a major brain mutation. His mind can spark and sputter if he thinks too much. The boy might not be perfect, but he's still allowed to be. People like him and me, we all can walk free. The queen can't get us with her wrathful touch. I see us there in the mirror staring back. You're wearing green like always, but I'm wearing red. I can share the color of my eyes, can share the color of my blood. Nobody looks at it and wants me dead. In this world, no one wants me dead.
Oh, Kieran, it's okay. We aren't the only ones who want this world. Now please, tell me more about what we do in these,
I think they're visions. I can't change them like a fantasy. They just feel so real.
Whatever they are, they could be a real inspiration for a lot of people. How did you know the tattooed girl was me?
I just knew. When I see people on the streets, I sometimes see them in my world too. It's just instinct. Did you hear that?
It's probably just an animal, dear.
Oh shit, I forgot about the Pharaoh girl. I really gotta stop listening in on my victims' conversations.
I think they're visions. I can't change them like a fantasy. And they just feel so real.
Here, girly, 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 you want this meat stick? It's way less work than whatever squirrel you're trying to get.
Mother, I think there's something at the door.
That does sound odd. Wait there. I'll check. Dear God! Kieran, come here!
What is it, Oh, wow, I know her.
In your visions?
Yes, we both know her. She's a good friend of ours.
Let me go! You can't touch me out here!
No, we just want to help you.
We're on the run from the regime too. We're not gonna hurt you. Now come inside. Have some soup.
Well, that happened. God damn, I gotta pay better attention. One big slip up and the old asswipe could take something else. I already haven't eaten in who knows how many years. Anyway, you're probably confused about what our project over there is seeing. I told you about the eye casts, but I didn't cover everything. You see, people who are lower on the spectrum don't have as much of a disadvantage as you might think. Yeah, sure, we're technically physically weaker and generally have shorter life expectancies, though I'm convinced that's because of the centuries of the government mistreating us and killing the strongest low-eyes. But a majority of us are born with some sort of supernatural ability, sort of like an evolutionary leg up. Some people have telekinesis, other people can produce electricity. I've got time travel, and Kieran here can see into different realities. If he really tried, he could probably jump between several different universes. But for now, he's fixated on the one where the current empress didn't rise to power. The caste system didn't grow as rigidly, and our old friend the time god probably didn't have as much influence. I wonder if I'd even exist in that reality. Forget about that. I gotta keep going. Next stop, Town Square. 3 years from now. Alright, 3 out of 4 down. This assignment isn't too bad. Who would have thought creating a revolutionary prophet would be this easy? All I gotta do now is nudge a slave in their direction and send them all in for execution. This job is just so great.
Are you sure you need to do this so publicly? What if someone in power sees your eyes? What if you trip and fall and skin your knee? If they see blood dripping on you, you won't be able to pass for Burgundy.
Miss Mariam's right. I've been writing all your visions down in my journal back home. You can just make and pass out copies of that. You don't need to draw so much attention to yourself.
No. I have to do it this way. No one's going to get behind us unless they actually hear what I have to say.
Oh, this is supposed to be important. Let's stay and watch this first.
Good evening, people. Please listen, people. Are you tired of the way you're pushed by those who are higher up? You're all still people. Please, sir, will you listen? It's time for us to push back. This mistreatment has been enough. I see a place, I see it in my mind, where people high and low, and every caste is living just the same. You're free to live, and everyone is kind, 'cause no one plays this stupid game.
Come on, Kieran, let's go. Maybe they'll listen to you at a different street corner.
No. I have to do this. If only I could appeal to what they wanted most in the world. Sir, what do you want most in the world?
For street creeps like you to stop talking to me.
Kieran, this isn't working. Let's go home. The regime might spot you.
Let them. What more can they do to us? We're outcasts who live in a goddamn cave. They've done everything they can to make it so we can't live normal, fulfilling lives. All we can do is try to fight back. People of West Harbor, the Empire, I know you aren't all where you wish you could be in life. For centuries, the government has told us, warmer colored citizens, how we should behave. The lines of work we're allowed to go down, and whether or not we're allowed to live freely or even at all. This is not some fate we're all forced to endure. You are your own person, and you are born to be free. Now who's with me? Come forth and stroke the flames of revolution.
Things seem to be heating up nicely. I wonder... Oh, there's a slave I need.
My friends keep disappearing for accidentally offending blue-eyed neighbors. I want to see them freed.
Good. Anyone else?
I'm tired of working with children. Just because I'm a jade doesn't mean I have to be a caretaker.
Exactly. I've been saying that for years.
The legal system is a mess. There's no justice for the lower castes, and I want to fix it.
Keep going. What do you all desire? Stoke that fire.
Please help me.
Oh my god.
Out of my way. Has anybody seen a loose battery around here?
We gotta get those shackles off. Stay behind us. We'll handle this.
Kieran, eyes.
There seems to be quite a ruckus over here. You two wouldn't know what would be causing that, would you?
No, sir. Just walking by, sir.
Good. Keep your eyes peeled for a loose gold eye. It would be such a shame if I had to schedule an execution today.
Hey, loose battery running towards that ship.
Ah, he must be going back to free the others. That slippery little eel.
We need to get out of here.
All right, almost done with this assignment. Just gotta skip ahead a few years, make sure everything's running smoothly, then it's execution time.
Can't believe you actually have a following. The crowd was huge today.
Forget the crowd. Did you hear that story the little bronze girl told? That kid's only 6 and she's already started vandalizing slave trade centers.
Well, I don't know how much splashing red paint on the walls of institutions steeped in the actual blood of the people will do to change the regime, but I'm just glad we're inspiring people to stand up for themselves.
What do you think about what they're calling you now? The Eyeless Prophet. You sound like a real revolutionary legend.
Well, they wouldn't be calling me that if someone would let me reveal my color so I can inspire hiding mutants too.
You're already putting yourself on the line by speaking publicly. I spent this long hiding your mutation from the regime. I won't let you ruin all of that now.
Alright, I think the revolution's been baking long enough. It's probably time to—
Wait, guys, did you hear that?
Shit!
Who are you? If you're with the regime, you better get used to being in chunks!
Everyone, stop!
You know this girl?
She's in my visions. She's one of my friends, the lovesick girl who's always joking about revenge.
Lovesick? Revenge? What's going on?
Come with us. We'll explain everything. You're probably freezing out here.
So, my last name is Megiddo, and if the Empress hadn't risen to power, I would just be a silly teenage girl obsessed with an ex-boyfriend?
Yep, and I would have a big house full of cats, and 204 over there would have all his brain functions.
204?
It's my battery code. Kieran says I have another name, but I'm waiting until I know I won't be enslaved anymore before I start using it.
It might seem crazy, but I know there is another way this world could have turned out, and I'm sure we could help it become that way now.
And that's why we risk our lives every week, preaching around the nearby towns. I can only hope it'll make some sort of impact. Do you want any soup, Mara?
No, I'm fine.
We will, Mother. We're going to reach so many people when we travel across the Empire next month. Lowcasts from all over the world are going to hear our story.
Not the whole story, though, dear.
Yes, Mother.
Whole story?
Kieran's just mad that Miss Marion won't let him tell the people that he has.
Lynn, we don't know if we trust her yet.
Alright, I won't ask. We all know why he's here, and that's all that matters.
Speaking about being here, how did you, an alternate universe friend of Kieran's, end up at our doorstep?
Well, let's just say the guy who's kind of like my father makes me do his errands for him, and he dropped me off around here.
Errands? Who is this father figure?
Just some asshole. You don't have to worry about him. The only person he pushes around is me. Well, directly, anyway.
Pushes? Child, you do know he shouldn't be doing that, right? Has he ever hurt you?
Forget about it. He doesn't matter right now. Tell me, why are you here? Something must have compelled you to leave behind your old life to care for some random abandoned baby, right?
Oh, you want a story, don't you? Let me tell you, you'd leave your life for a strange child if you were me as well. You've heard my story, you know my story. It is the same as every jade I born to this earth. Looked away at 8 to nursing school, dictated our worth. Never to choose what we can do. Centuries prior, so many prior, someone decided all my kind should just work with kids. So we obey the ones who took us there, do just what they bid. Staturiatric slaves for you know who, the place was run like a nunnery. So many rules and regulations to break our will. Made unquestioning slaves out of all of us. Make us do one thing for all of our lives, and of course we'll be willing to kill.
What?
I've explained this to you, honey. I was made to kill the children that didn't fit the regime's definition of perfect.
You always told me you let because they were about to make you murder babies, not that you already had.
I did lots I wasn't proud of before I found you. It was inevitable. But I found a path to freedom through my own willpower. My fate's my own to dictate. No regime can tell me my own life. No one should have to listen to the queen up in her tower or feel the sting of someone else's knife. We all can leave our strife. Now, are you sure you don't want any soup?
No, sorry, I can't. I'm not supposed to eat at all right now.
Did your mysterious father figure tell you that? God, he's awful. You need to leave your strife.
I don't know if that's possible.
It's always possible. You heard my story, you know my story. It's the same with every person born with the spark. Just the way at birth to use my power to light up the dark. To be a human power cell. My lifetime, most of my lifetime, I'm strapped down with cold electrodes drilled in my brain. And I'm sold to power cars or houses or ships or planes. A set of energy to cry or yell. The queen thought it was a solution. Infinite power for her oh so perfect reign. But I found a loophole in the system. Blew out my constraints of an excess of power. In the midst of it, I blew up my brain.
Ow.
It was fine. I mean, I got constant migraines now and I lose my balance a lot, but at least I can still produce the spark. That's a lot more than a lot of people who burn out can say.
What happens to them?
they can't produce electricity anymore, and most of them can't even speak, so they're usually executed. But that's not the point right now. The point is that I got free.
But he found a path to freedom through his own willpower. His fate's his own to dictate. No regime can tell him his own life. No one should have to listen to the queen up in her tower, or feel the sting of someone else's knife. You too can leave your strife.
I don't know about this. You guys were super lucky. How do you know this is all possible for everyone?
What do you think we're fighting for here?
What do you think we're fighting for here?
We can't let the higher powers drag us straight down to our graves. We're fighters, we're survivors, and we won't just wait around here to be safe. Safe at home in our cave. There's always a way to freedom. It's never too late for freedom. We'll help you find your freedom.
Wow, you guys are so passionate. I really hope you end up making a mark on the world, with what little time you have left.
What's that, child?
Nothing. What's your tragic backstory, Lynn? I'm curious.
Well,
You don't have to go into it right now if you aren't comfortable.
No, it's alright. She can know. It's been long enough, right? My story's different, a little different. I had the nicest childhood and all Liv could want. I learned to read and write, to laugh and play, no fears there to haunt. Until the empress sent her fleet. They ripped and pillaged my whole little village. I saw my friends and family brutally killed by the crown. As the utopic low-caste settlement just needs tearing down. So I set off on my feet. I found a new life in the forest. I made a shelter, had 1,000 acres to roam. But life in the wild isn't good for a child. I live with the animals, learn how to kill, ate nothing but rats. It just shattered my will. If I ever went back, then my blood would be spilled. Why couldn't I be safe in my home?
But you found a path to freedom through your own willpower.
My fate's my own to dictate.
No regime can tell me my own life. No one should have to listen to the queen up in her tower, or feel the sting of someone else's knife. Of someone else's knife. We all can leave our strife.
Feel free to stay with us as long as you want, Mara. Our door is always wide open.
I might have to take you up on that.
You know, it's kind of funny that Kieran says your name is Megiddo.
Huh?
I don't remember too many specific families from my time in maternity. I'll never forget this one couple, named Megiddo as well. Must be a common Russ surname. They had burgundy eyes like you. Anyway, they had a perfectly normal, non-mutated child who passed all the tests. The couple had even seen and held her, which we never let the parents do unless we were certain the child wouldn't have to die. But then the child disappeared. Nobody knows what happened. Some of the other nurses were joking that she had been stolen by the gods. But I'm convinced somebody flagged her as mutated by accident, and she suffered the fate of all the children the regime deems unworthy. Anyway, that's in the past now. Right now, we have to focus on fighting for a future where that will never happen again. Right?
Yeah, right.
There's an extra blanket in the chest back there. Feel free to curl up by the rest of us. We've got an important next couple of weeks ahead of us.
Mara!
Be quiet! She needs her sleep.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up!
Hey, Megiddo, wanna help change some lives?
I've seen you, I knew you. You were young, you were free, so won't you come along with me? The lot of us can shape society.
Excuse me, are you the Prophet Kira and Miriam?
Why, yes, is there?
The coast is clear.
We knocked out the cop on the corner.
Well, if it's safe, I was wondering if you could, well, you know.
It's different
but everything is different. My friend, you could live a life the likes of which are only in your dreams. What do you do for a living?
I'm a nanny.
Not anymore. I see you with a novel read by millions. The gap between realities is looser than it seems. Who else wants to know what they could be doing with their lives? You're traveling the country. You study neuroscience. You have 2 lovely children. The government won't touch them no matter what they do. I see one there. His legs can't work too well, but he's yours and you love him, and he's saying he loves you. I see you. I know you all. You can do what you please. No use crying on your knees. Just follow me across eternities. Just tell yourself every night, you don't deserve today's punishment. None of you are wrong. None of you are a waste. And every single one of you deserves...
Hands up. You're under arrest for illegal gathering of...
I'll handle this. Are you feeling all right today?
What do you mean?
You look scared. This is one of your first days on the job, isn't it? And according to my visions, let's see. You never wanted to be in law enforcement. You wanted to play the trumpet.
What kind of psychic insanity is this?
Not insanity, just the truth. You were forced into a law-based career path because of your eye color, weren't you?
I'm no good at telling people what to do. I just want the Empire to stop breathing down my neck about the whole teal eyes upholding the law ordeal.
Why don't you take a seat over here? You don't have to worry about that with us. Because it's different, we'll make it different. All of you can take a stand, get on your feet and make the land your own. You see us. Fight against the Empire.
Take your hands, stand up to man, the land of love and peace we've always known. Always known.
Hi, Mr. Prophet, sir?
Please, call me Kieran. How can I help you?
So, I really want to join the revolution, but I don't know if I'm strong enough.
Anyone can be strong enough if they know what they're fighting for.
No, that's not it. My parents can't give me enough food to eat, and I'm tired all the time because my house burned down when the Queen's Guards came to town.
Oh my goodness, you poor child. Your family can stay with us until you get back on your feet.
Mother, do we really have space for that? The cave isn't that large.
Nonsense. Mara has been living with us for a week and the place doesn't feel cramped at all. I think our doors should always be open to anyone we deem trustworthy. It can be like a safe house.
Whatever you say. I'm just glad to finally see you so trusting. We see you. We hear your cries. Need help, we'll be here. You don't have to bow to fear. The future we see is growing crystal clear.
Isn't this great? Don't you understand? We can open up our doors, bring our freedom to people across the land. Don't you see, like you and me, they too can have a family.
I can't let myself attach this too much. Just remember, I meant to tear down everything I touch, but maybe just this could be different.
We could be different.
I can make this different.
We see you. You see us all. We hear you. Catch us all. We can soar across the land and take the world into your hands. 'Cause all of us together can make it different. We'll make this different. We can make it different. We can make it.
A family. Maybe I could have a family. With people who could understand my problems, know the feeling of having no control. I thought I had a family. Thought a father should be cruel and filled with hate, with his iron grip around my fate. The reason why I'm stuck inside this role. I could have had a family, a warm and normal family. But of course I had the odds to be stolen by the gods against their will, against my own. But now I'm home. How can this be home? These seeds that I've sown, I'll have thrown the first stone. Or not. I guess the choice is my own. I always thought, he always told me that I owe him something. A little tweak, a twisted timeline for the roof over my head. The fact that I'm not dead, a little baby left in the street, now she's been cleaned up, back on her feet, now she's been broken, forbidden to eat. What a display of hospitality. I always thought, he always taught me, this world is fated to be. Push that one here, kill that one there. Just play his little game to amplify his fame, his little handmaid bringer of pain. The girl's immortal, no need to complain. I'm sick and tired of being left in the rain. Aren't I a person too? But you, prophets of justice, forever inspiring to push past this charade. No matter what shade, even me too, you somehow accept me. But not if you knew what I'm about to put you through. How can I kill you? Ooh. He always said, I just believed him. He knew what was best for me. You're meant for pain, you're meant for power. Forced to a life of crime, just for my use of time, sick as a child, with nowhere to run, no chance to grow up, no chance to have fun. Your life might suck, but it's better than none. It's time to mute all of what he said. Am I worth more alive than dead? It's not worth living a life of dread. And that's not what you said. A real family. You could be my family. I could choose to stay. I just have to run away, away from him, from what I know. I could be home, could make this my own. These seeds that I've sown won't throw that first stone. I might just be home.
Mara, return home this instant. I need to have a word with you.
Shit.
What do you think you're doing, fraternizing with your project? With my project?
You can see into my time stasis?
I'm an omnipotent time god? Of course I can see into your time stasis. What do you think you're doing talking about leaving me for a group of soon-to-be dead revolutionaries? Did you forget that I own you? I own your every action, and I will continue to own every fiber of your being until you die. Which will never happen because I granted you immortality.
I didn't ask to be made immortal.
Well then, you're welcome, you ungrateful little brat.
How could you just lie to me like that?
Lie to you like what?
Telling me you rescued me as a kid, so I owe you shit. I could have had normal parents who love me and treat me like an actual person.
Or you could have starved to death by now. Or your birth parents could have been incredibly cruel. Of course I lied to you. How else do you get a time-traveling child to do your bidding? I'm surprised it took you until now to figure it out.
You're horrible. I can't be here right now. I'm going back.
No, you are not. You are not to return to the revolutionaries unless it is for their execution. The prophet and his followers must die for my timeline to work. You need some time away from them.
Another assignment?
Well, you're clearly not finishing your current assignment, so you might as well move on to the next one. There's a girl who needs to pass an exam to get into law school, but the proctor is set on failing her due to personal issues. You need to change his mind. This girl is going to become very important later on.
What is even the point of this? What is so important about all of these people?
Do not question me! You will do this assignment and come back with a level head to finish what you began.
Whatever.
One more thing, Mara. Be sure to use a hands-off approach this time. Can't have you fraternizing with the subjects, can we? You'd better learn to hold your tongue this time, or I might have to hold it for you.
Work night and day to help pave my way.
Is that Teresa Rowan from high school?
It is. I thought she went to the police academy. Never thought I'd see her trying to practice real law.
She's probably just as crazy idealist as she was back then. Hey, how you been, Teresa?
Work night and day
Just one more
to help pave my way.
Once we jump in and
Work night and day
we'll be there
to help pave my way. We're all following the path to send us straight over the moon.
Hands off or broach my ass. That time fuck can't tell me what to do. I'll just kill the angry proctor and do the rest myself. Yeah, that'll get this over with fast.
Teresa, what do you think you're doing here today? Did you flunk out of the police academy already?
Teresa, what does Miss Rose-tinted glasses have to say?
If this is your backup, I hope you know how notoriously hard this exam is.
Oh, it's not a backup. I graduated from the police academy last year, and I've been trying to reform the institution from the inside since then.
Then what are you even doing here?
All my progress starts here. A law degree will break me through. With a badge I can fight, but a diploma will send me deep inside. The government's the kind. I'll be a jack of all trades. Give criminals the treatment they deserve. Then turn around their pretense and give a defense. When the arrested I tried.
You do know only the most ambiguous cases get defense lawyers, right? And only if the defendant is a shade of blue.
And that's why I'm here. Reforms to the legal system need to be made. And who better to push for them than someone actually in the system?
Well, that someone's gotta stop listening to those rusty-eyed hobos screaming about equality on the street corners. That's why I'm here. Once I graduate and get hired as a judge, I'm gonna be the one to sentence those creeps to life.
Arch, what about you?
I'm just here for the money. Most prestigious law school means most prestigious law firm. My legal fees are going to be through the roof. I'll be swimming in cash.
I'll be someone to feed.
I'll make legal reforms. Yes, it all starts here.
All the justice can be hard to be found. We're not gonna stop until they tear us down where we stand. Once we've got the law in our hand.
There he is. Let's get this over with.
We'll be swimming in cash. We'll be someone to feed. No one can stop us now. And it all starts here. Just stop. Teresa, you can fix it.
Teresa Rowan?
Here.
Room 228, follow me. Alright, here's your test. Take as much time as you need.
Really? No pre-test disclaimer? No full body cavity search for electronic devices?
Nope, just do your best.
Okay. Work night and day.
I could be
Work
home.
night and day.
How can this be
Work
home?
night and day.
These seeds that I
Until
sow,
I've paved my way. I'll
throw
be
the
there
first
soon. Make the world
The
a
prophet's
better place.
blood
The
won't
only
be.
way I... Wait, did you just say prophet?
Oh shit, you weren't supposed to hear that.
Don't worry, I nervously sing to myself too. You wouldn't happen to mean the eyeless prophet, Kira Mariam, would you?
If you're gonna turn me in for revolutionary activity, it's not gonna work.
Oh, no, don't get the wrong idea. I'm with him too. I've been following him for a while, actually.
Really? But you're...
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of trying to use my color privilege to fix the system from the inside. Gotta play the system to fix the system, right?
Why give a shit, though? I mean, not that I'm saying that you shouldn't. I'm just curious.
See these glasses? They're actually corrective lenses. I can't see color without them. It's not the worst handicap. I'd never be enslaved for it or anything like that, but I'd definitely be blocked from most decent career paths.
So instead you've designed them to look as ridiculous as possible so everyone thinks you're making a statement instead of it actually being something that you need.
Exactly! And I see the world through rose-tinted glasses anyway, so the vibe works. Enough about me, though. What connection do you have with the prophet?
That doesn't matter. I've said too much.
Come on, talk to me! What are the chances I'm gonna find another person around here that follows him? Let alone an exam proctor. You've gotta tell me more!
I'm not your proctor.
What?
I'm not your proctor? He's lying naked in a trash compactor behind the school.
What are you talking about? I can still take this exam, right? If I don't take this test now, I might never be able to.
Don't worry about the exam. You're fine. Here, you can even see the answer key if you want. I was sent here to make sure you succeed, probably because it's fated to be or whatever.
I'm so confused. What do you mean, fated to be? Oh my god. Death has come for me.
No, not you. Don't worry. You're fine. Sorry about all this. I don't usually reveal myself to his projects like this. I'm just having a shit day.
Are you alright? Can gods even get sad?
I'm not a god. I'm just the apprentice to one. It's just... Ugh. I'm supposed to turn the prophet and his revolution into the regime, but I may have just spent the last week living with him and learning about his way of life, and I just can't take this job anymore.
Oh. Damn. You wouldn't just be able to leave, would you?
No, I'm bound until death, and the bastard has even found a way to take that from me.
Listen, I know I just met you, and I don't know your situation at all, but you're death. You are the all-powerful apprentice to the god of time. You've done this all before, right? I'm not going to tell you to run away or to kill the prophet or anything really, but what I will tell you is to trust yourself. You know what to do. You might be an agent of chaos, but you're your own agent of chaos.
Thanks, I really needed that. I just hate feeling like that time bastard's puppet, you know?
Of course. Hey, it was the least I could do after you literally handed me the answer key to my future.
Don't mention it. It is fated to be, after all. I'd say good luck in law school, but you literally won't need it.
Wow. Fated to be.
You can do this. You can do this. You've turned people into the regime hundreds of times before. Thousands, even. You're just gonna walk in, do this, and then have 3 weeks of pure bliss. Maybe even more if you can do it without the shithead catching on, finding out you've been turning back time again. Just walk in there and get it over with. Your Highness?
And who exactly are you?
Royal Messenger. I come with news about a small rebellion out in West Harbor. It's fairly local, but it's growing fast.
Another one? What's it about? Don't tell me you've wasted my time with a lunatic on a street corner.
I think you'll want to pay attention to this one. It was started by a teenage boy and his mother. They've been preaching tolerance and caste equality for a few years now, and they're pretty persuasive. Also, there's a rumor the boy might be hiding a mutation, a blood mutation.
A mutant! I haven't had fun like this in a while. I'll tell the troops to assemble immediately. And, while I'm at it, why not spread around the fun a little? What do you think I should do to your treasonous rebels?
Me? Well, as for the mutant, do whatever you think you have to. His death is up to you. However, if I may request something, could you possibly spare his mother's life and enslave her instead? She's still young and capable. It would be a shame to watch her go to waste.
Some do say slavery is a fate worse than death. I'll consider it. You are dismissed.
Thank you, Your Imperiousness. Right. That's over with. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Now I can just relax for the next 3 weeks. 3 whole weeks of having a family. Yeah, this will be great.
My child, I saw you wander off back there. Is everything all right?
Don't worry, everything's great.
Are you sure? You look completely shaken. Are you ill?
No, I'm fine. Everything is as it should be.
You're certain? Okay. Well, we should meet up with the others. There are a few new people we're housing for the night. You should go meet them. Isn't this amazing? Soon we'll be an established safe house. Our doors are now open. All of us are going to make such a difference.
I hope you're right. All right, today's the day. I am so not ready for this. I guess if I really wanted to, I could go back to 3 weeks ago again. Live my little escapist fantasy over and over. And hope I don't get brutally punished for possibly creating dangerous time loops. No, I need to let them die. This is what has to happen. Let's just hope I can get through this without completely breaking down.
This lovely little village has been great to us, but now it's time to go. But before we voyage off into the wilderness, there's something you should know. Don't be afraid to stoke the fire. Tell the world what you desire. You know what you have to do. You don't need the presence of a prophet. The revolution starts with you.
Kieran, I think we should get going.
Not yet, Mother. The people deserve a proper goodbye.
But we really should be going now.
The boat doesn't leave for another half hour. There's no need to be anxious.
Imperial guards are coming.
I'll kneel before the captain of the royal guard.
Subjects of the Empire, you all better listen up very closely, because it has come to my attention that there is a traitor among us. You show me your hand. Just as I thought. Mutant! Under the Empire's decree for attempting to bring about a revolution, I hereby sentence you, Kieran Merriam, to execution.
No!
Mother, what should I do?
Don't you dare touch my baby.
For inciting revolution and concealing a dangerous mutation, burning at the stake. Restrain the battery, would you? And make sure you don't kill him. My ship could use a new one.
I can't watch this.
Mara, what are you still doing here? You're coming home at once.
Citizens, I present to you your fearless leader.
I've seen you, I heard you, I knew you like it was yesterday. Our world was so close to the other, but you've thrown it all away. You've thrown it all away. That goes for all of you. Do you hear me? You can't just sit there and be complacent while that dictator ruins the majority of the population's chance at a happy life. I saw a place, I saw it in my mind. That place was home, so close but yet so far. Now I know that place is only in my mind. You people's poison spread too far. You heard me right, poison. This world is poison beyond belief. That you would take a man who's done no harm and rob him to his teeth and leave him bleeding on the ground. And for what? A pair of off-colored eyes? Well, if these eyes can't pierce through the Empress's lack of a heart, then maybe my legacy can. Lin, your writings, no matter what happens, do whatever you can to spread them as far as possible.
Right.
No, you don't. Hey.
This is taking too long. I can't wait for this fuck to bleed out. Light the pyre.
He saw a place.
One day you will regret what you've done to your people.
We see that place.
All right, boys, wrap it up.
We see that place.
You know the lot of us have lit the fire. You know the lot of us are climbing empire.
And stop the call to revolution.
You've disobeyed me, ignored my orders time and time again. Upright betrayed me. This time I'll make sure that you cannot utter another word again.
All of us will live to see a truly equal society.
Put out the fire. Don't hold back. Cut down the peasants.
All of us will work to be the image of the only leader we see.
Destroy them all.
You can't stop our pride. The flames are burning ever higher. You can't put out our fire. You can't put out our fire.
You can't put out our...
You got them all? Good. This never happened.
Welcome back, honored guests. I apologize for that little interruption. My assistant isn't always known for her impeccable behavior. But, of course, the show must go on. Although the prophet has been captured by the regime, there are still questions left unanswered. Who was the girl Mara helped into law school, and why is she important? What happened to Kieran's fellow revolutionaries? I can tell you that more than one of them survived. And what about his poor, grieving mother? The loss of a child is an incredible pain, and... Oh? What's that, Mara? I think you should get your voice back. But the last time you used it, you were so very insubordinate. Well, I suppose you are needed to continue the story. And we can't leave our audience waiting, and I certainly can't do it myself. Fine.
Ah! That hurt, you asshole!
Watch it. You still haven't regained my trust.
Oh, like I value your trust so much.
Here is your next assignment. You are to board the ship of the pirate captain Mindfang and get her arrested. You can get a little creative with it if you want, to reroute her ship, give the Empire her coordinates, just so long as she ends up in the hands of the Empire. I even snuck in a few extra tips in there for you, since you clearly aren't capable of taking a hands-off approach to these things.
Whatever.
Do not mess this one up, Mara. If you do, you'll be losing more than your voice.
Well, I guess we're going to sea.
As we sail the ocean blue with a captain of her cerulean hue, across the waves beneath the sun, there's nary a battle that we haven't
won. All right, sea bitches, what do we got today?
We're approaching a regime cargo ship from the east. They don't suspect a thing.
Perfect. How are the sails looking?
Already rigged and ready to go, ma'am.
Great. And what did I tell you guys about sea shanties?
They perpetrate negative stereotypes about pirates and don't use our ship's orchestra to its full potential.
And
they're fucking lame.
Good girl. Everyone to your positions. We've got so much work to do. Just remember your ambitions, and that my luck can see us through. It's time for us to all remind them, etch the words into their skin, that Captain Mindfang's band of badass bitches are the ones who always win. 'Cause don't you know, I'm the one who will take you straight to the top. No, we won't stop. Nothing we do can bring you down. I can turn your measly lives around.
'Cause on the open seas,
there's no rules, there's no government of liars.
The best is there for all to claim here on the open seas.
We can chase all our desires. You can be all you were meant to be here on the open sea.
Captain, I found a stowaway.
Let me go!
She was hiding behind the chests from our latest spoils.
So, you were looking to steal from the greatest pirate captain this side of the Empire? I don't think so. You've got the biggest shitstorm of your life coming your way, and when I'm through with you...
I'm not here to steal your shit. I want to join you. Aren't you the famously generous captain who takes in the fugitives in exchange for work?
That's what I'm known for now? Ugh, could be worse. Alright, get over here. I'll find a spot for you. Can't you see on the horizon? All the world there can be ours, as long as nobody denies them. You and I can reach the stars. You can be... what do I need? Oh, I know. You'll be my new swabby. Start with the slave quarters. It's disgusting down there.
Wait, if you have slaves, why aren't they mopping their own quarters?
Listen,
Mara.
First rule of working for me, don't fucking question me. What I do with my slaves is my business. Just do your work and everything will be great for you.
And if I don't?
I kill you. You aren't having second thoughts over some dumb mopping, are you? That would be a real shame. 'Cause don't you know, I'm the one who can pull you out of your hole, give you control. This is the best place you can be. I can help you be free.
'Cause on the open seas,
you can push, you can be more than they want you to.
You'll make something of your name here on the open sea. Your only master is the ocean blue. Your destiny can have room to breathe here on the open sea.
The girl who tore the sea to shreds. Her man can make the world drop dead. She tossed away her noble gene.
For more than service to the queen.
We all can make our own destiny. Follow her lead as we tear down the fabric of who we were all told to be.
Who just fucking crashed into me?
Oh shit, not again.
do you mean, oh shit? We're here, aren't we?
Yeah, but here isn't what we thought it was gonna be. Because someone just happened to forget that the Violet Slut Catcher isn't a fucking government cargo ship.
Sorry, it just looked like a big boat from where I was standing.
Violet Slutcatcher? What kind of a ship name is that?
Just the ship of the hugest rich asshole with a boat in the whole empire. An asshole who just happens to be the captain's boy toy.
When I find out who did this, I'm gonna punch him right in the... Amalia?
Trevor?
Hey, who's the baddest, hottest girl this side of the empire?
I don't know, won't you tell me who's the richest, sexiest guy this side of the sea?
I don't know, well, let's say I'm doing pretty good since you got here.
Pretty good since you got here. Trevor?
Yeah?
Come to me.
Ew, is this a regular thing with her?
Pretty much. If there's anything the captain loves more than her own power, it's making people satisfy her every urge. I guess that's the same thing, actually.
What's my main girl doing with her ship so launched into my boat?
I don't know, you should ask my idiot crew over there. They always seem to forget what your boat looks like.
Well, if you were anybody else, your life would be mine. But because it's you, I think we'll be fine. If you give me your last wins, I won't rip out your spine.
Wait, did you just threaten me? I'm not giving you my spoils.
To pay for the damages. I'm not gonna sail around with a huge ding in my hull.
You're a literal millionaire. I'm sure you can afford to pay for a little cosmetic touch-up on your lame-ass yacht without me forking over my latest treasure. Believe it or not, I actually use my spoils to house and feed my crew.
Don't you insult a man's boat. That's the goddamn love of my life over there.
What a great thing to say to your actual girlfriend.
What kind of girlfriend doesn't offer to pay for the damages she caused?
What kind of boyfriend doesn't give a girl a break when she messes up a little?
A little? You know what? I'm out of here. You're lucky I don't report your location to the regime.
That guy is such an asshole. I don't even know how I put up with him. You know what, girls? Let's get him back for being such a prick. We're gonna find ourselves a real cargo ship today and get twice as much treasure and rub it all in his slimy little face. 'Cause on the open sea, there's no rules, there's nobody here to make me stop. No one can strip me of my faith.
Here on the open seas,
a lot of us are sailing straight to the top.
We can be all we were to be. Here on the open seas. Here on the open seas. Here on the open seas. We could be who we were meant to be. Here on the open seas.
Now get to work!
God, what an egomaniacal bitch. I really hope I get to screw her over like I do everyone else. I can't believe someone like... Wait, what's... I know that song. Who is... Oh God, no.
Hush, my child, don't you cry. You know I don't want to bid you goodbye. Rest, my child, wherever you may be. You've gone far away, there's no reason to stay, for you see, you were born to be, we're supposed to be.
Back to work, Swabby. Stop staring. If you do well, you may get one of your own someday.
Yes, right away.
Miriam, right? Are you the one that's been making all this racket? Normally, this would be a problem if you weren't so cute.
What?
Oh, don't deny it. Newly enslaved, fresh off whatever rebellion you were plucked from. And a rare one, too. You don't see many jades around the slave markets.
What are you doing?
All right, Miriam, you want to cut to the chase? Let's cut to the chase. I've got an itch to scratch, and the one who usually scratches it is being a huge dick. You're new, you're cute, and I'm sure you want an easy first week. So, what do you say? My dearest servant, eyes so green and pure, lost in the ocean, wondering what you were even made for. Listen to me, Miriam, you'll like it here for sure. Come with me, I'll give you the world and more. My shining emeralds, come look at all my riches. I'll let you through the door if you promise to scratch all of my itches. You could be ranking in the ocean's baddest bitches. The two of us can rule all the seas while Trevor rides and twitches.
I do technically have a nursing degree. If there are any battle wounds that need to be patched up, I'd be happy to work on that.
Listen to me, Marianne. You'll never lose when you're with me, so just step right up and help make history. Get you right out of your slavery.
Right out, Snap.
You'll never work, you'll never clean if you get right down and teach me the obscene. Take you to the top if you make me feel like a queen. Then again, you're more of a switch than a top.
This doesn't seem like a good idea. What about your wealthy, volatile boyfriend?
That douche waffle? My darling peasant, welcome to my tower. The sovereign empress can't even compare to my power. Come down with me and you could see your finest hour. Or maybe even more if I could get you in the shower. My grieving beauty, don't you want a rebound? We'll help each other out, then I can go take you all around town. I promise you nothing we do down here will be found. I've been cheating on that limp sack of shrimp since he first made a sound.
That isn't good. If he irritates you so much, why are you still with him? I refuse to be an accomplice in this.
Listen to me, Mariam. You'll never lose when you're with me, so just step right up and help make history. Get you right out of your slavery. You'll never work, you'll never clean if you get right down and teach me the obscene. Take you to the top if you make me feel like a queen. To the top. Listen to me, Mariam. To the top. We can make history if you get right down and teach me the obscene. Oh, 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 oh. Listen to me, Mariam. You'll never lose when you're with me, so just step right up and help make history. Get you right out of your slavery. You'll never work, you'll never clean if you get right down and teach me the obscene. Take you to the top if you make me feel like a queen. Hush, my friend, don't you fear. None of the others will find us in here. Quiet, my girl. You'll be safe here with me. Don't you deny we will take to the sky for you see. I can help you be free. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think you understand. I don't take no for an answer.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. What the hell was that? What in the absolute fuck just happened there? That was disgusting. That was awful. I have to get her out of there. How can I save her? Oh, yes, the angry boyfriend. I'll tell him about it. He'll have to put a stop to this. Then everyone can live happy and free and everyone will be okay. Yeah.
Which one is it? Which one of these little mail order whores are you fucking?
Oh, shit.
You!
Trevor, what in the hell do you think you're doing?
I got an anonymous tip that you've been cheating on me for years with your slaves. And this one's your favorite, isn't she? Rare, pretty, doesn't have the agency to refuse. Trevor, calm down. Let me explain. I will not fucking calm down. This is the last straw.
This doesn't have to be this way. We can talk this out.
No, you have pushed me around for the last time. Oh shit. What the fuck was that? Is this what it feels like? That's what you do to people every day? This is disgusting. I can't do this anymore. I can't let you be free out here. I'm turning your location into the Empress.
Nope, I can't do this anymore. You hear that, you time shit? I can't do this. Take away anything you want. Take away my brain function privileges for all I care. It's not like I die anyway. Just don't make me spend another minute with that fucking pirate bitch. I'm not obeying your fucking commands anymore. I'm tired of hurting everyone like this. I am fucking done. Oh, right, her. Yes, this is perfect. She can destroy that bitch and I barely have to do a thing. And she works in the government now. This is great. I can actually fix some of this shit. Teresa?
Huh?
Teresa Rowan?
Oh, hey! Looks like Death's come for me again. What are you doing here, Mara? Come to get rid of one of the senior investigators for me?
I don't only show up places to kill people.
I know. I never fully thanked you for killing my proctor and passing my entrance exam for me. I owe you my life. I graduated top of my class and immediately got hired here. I'm one of the bros around here. They love me.
Sup, regular?
Hey, Miss Leon. All the papers on your desk in 20.
So they like the glasses, huh?
They just like me in general. I think I actually have a chance of making a difference to this place.
Speaking of making a difference, you wouldn't happen to be working on a case against a pirate captain known as Mindfang, would you?
The Mindfang case? Oh, that one just came in this morning. If I remember correctly, she's being convicted for theft, treason, unregistered powers, and slave abuse? Honestly, I'm surprised someone's sticking up for the slaves like that.
Yeah, about that. You need to make sure that batshit crazy girl never sees the light of day again.
Oh, wow. I didn't know the gods were so invested in this case. I was considering giving this one to someone else so I could focus on my reform plans.
She raped and killed Rosa Merriam.
The mother of the revolution?
Yup. I feel like I'm losing my fucking mind. I thought I found a way to save her, but despite everything, the kindest person I've met in millennia slips right through my fingers. Am I doomed to destroy everything I care about in the slightest?
Mara, don't worry. I know it won't fix what happened, but I'll do everything I can to bring her down.
Although justice can be hard to be found, I'm not gonna stop until they tear me down where I stand. Where I stand. I'll get the best investigators on the case. I'll even head it myself. This is the least I can do to avenge the people who fell during the cause. Just hang on, Mara. You've held on for thousands of years. You'll survive this. So we'll just wait night and day to help pave the way for freedom, for justice. We know that we can tear her to the ground. Look out, Captain. You're going down.
God, I need a century-long vacation.
What do you think you're doing?
Get out of my time space! I'm trying to relax for once!
What are you relaxing for? The story isn't over.
What do you mean the story isn't over?
She's not meant to go to jail, you incompetent brat.
Wait, what?
Read the instructions. The captain escapes her trial and leaves a path of destruction in her wake.
No, that doesn't even make sense. Teresa said she was heading the case herself. How did it go so wrong?
Take a look.
No one here can tear me from the top! This world is still mine, you hear that? All mine!
How?
Her psychic suppressant wasn't put on properly. It fell off, and she was able to mind control the judge into stabbing himself. Everything fell into place so perfectly that you didn't even have to interfere.
This isn't what's supposed to happen. This can't be what's supposed to happen. She's a horrible person. She needs to die.
I don't care how good or bad of a person she is. She's integral to my plans, and she does not die until I say so.
I swear, one day I'm gonna kill you, you fucking bastard.
You can't kill a god, Mara. Now, continue with the story. There's still more work to be done.
I'm not doing shit.
Mara! You can't stay in there forever.
You can't make me work with that piece of shit captain any longer.
There's no choice in the matter. The story still has to go on, and you can't keep our audience waiting. Come now. You have to show them what our subject has been doing since her trial.
Has she fallen into a deep depression without her ship and crew around?
Not exactly.
Then I'm not coming out.
Very well. Let's see how long you want to stay in that room when I take away all the air. Well, if she's being difficult, I suppose you will all stay here with me for the time being. No matter, I'm no stranger to telling a story, especially one as tantalizing as this one. You all must be curious about what has become of our heroine, once she has fled her execution with nothing more than the clothes on her back and the sword she took as bounty. Why don't we take a look?
When a hero's at her lowest, with nowhere left to turn, with no one around to talk to, no bridges left to burn. Every hero needs a purpose, a push, a fight, a war. But tonight we see Our Lady, wonder what she is fighting for. The darkest nights, the endless days. Wish I could tell you that there could be some way out of this haze. Their eyes go dim, her heart grows black. If only she could turn the timeline back. When a hero loses hope that she could go back to where it all began, then a hero finds her new hope. It's where our hero meets her man.
Who goes there? Are you with the regime?
Ah! Calm down, man. I'm safe. No, I'm not with the regime. They've been on my ass for the last 20 years.
You're a fugitive too.
Yep, got a bounty on my head and everything. Fled my own trial and took the judge out on the way out.
Wow, impressive. Army deserter here. Plus I've got a bit of a weird mutation going on back there.
Don't we all? Mind if I take a look?
I'd rather not. You never know when an Imperial officer might be taking a stroll in the middle of nowhere and catch a glimpse. Let's just say one of my ancestors was probably a bird.
Oh, wow. Fair enough. Pretty nice camp you got going on here.
Thanks. You'd be surprised how easy it is to make a home out here. I'm Dante, by the way.
I'm Amalia.
When two lonely souls collide and their rhythms start to soar. Once a poor defeated captain has seen the light once more. The darkest nights, the endless haze. You are the only one with whom I'll spend the rest of my days. Throughout the void, we'll open brand new doors. Forever I'll be yours. I'll always be yours, right by your side. You'll take my hand and face the regime straight on with pride. I'll always be here, no matter where we roam. We'll always be home.
I knew you couldn't stay in there forever.
You are such a heinous prick. I should have died in there.
But you didn't. You're welcome for the immortality. And now you have work to do.
I'm still not working with her.
Oh no? So you're telling me you don't want to tear her romance to shreds and cause the demise of the great Captain Mindfang?
Well, I wouldn't mind destroying a ridiculous love-at-first-sight relationship like that one.
Oh, it wasn't love at first sight. I simply paraphrased the story for the viewers. They don't need to see months of bonding and character development.
Isn't that bad storytelling?
Just be quiet and do your job.
Mara! Mara, is that you?
Teresa, what are you doing here? Go away.
Welcome, friends and members of the United Underground.
Big protest today. Wait. Are you here to kill this revolutionary too? Because if so, I am out of here.
No, it's not that. It's just the time fucker is still making me work with that goddamn pirate bitch.
I have gathered you here today at the site of our prophet's passing as a call to arms.
Oh. I'm sorry I couldn't bring her to justice back then. The legal system can be messy and bloody.
Abuse toward the lower castes has grown exponentially in recent years, and most of our higher caste advocates have either been executed or gone missing.
To tell you the truth, we haven't detected her at all since she fled the trial. I assume she died in exile.
We can no longer sit around and wait for things to get better from the inside. We have to take action now!
Oh, she is very much alive and well and in this square right now. And now I have to watch her be happy and fulfilled in the same place that I let the only people who gave a shit about my happiness get murdered in cold blood.
Hey, it wasn't your fault, remember? The time God's will is dark and mysterious and frankly idiotic.
Yeah, and I have to bring that idiotic will to life until the day I die, which is never. I can't take this anymore.
Remember, there's always a loophole. No system is flawless.
I'd like to introduce you to our greatest cerulean ally and the love of my life. Amalia, can you give me a hand with this?
Oh no, she is not allowed to hold that.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't draw attention to us. She'd probably recognize me. I should get going before she does. Hopefully I'll see you later, okay? Bye.
Look at the red of the eyes of our prophet. Look at the wings on my back that I sprouted when I was just a teenager. Look at the abnormalities you may hold yourselves. This is the progress our empress is afraid of. Evolution. Progression of our species to measures beyond what she could ever imagine. We aren't dogs, meant to be bred in perfect color sets with no variation. We're meant to be people. Now who's with me?
You can't stop our cry.
The flames are burning ever higher. You can't put out our fire. You can't put out our fire. The world out there is grim and dire. But you can't put out our fire.
That was amazing, honey. I think you really got to them this time.
Are you sure? The crowd didn't seem quite as responsive today.
Are you kidding me? They were screaming out there.
They do love a good protest song.
Well, those guys aren't the only ones who love it when you start singing.
Stop it, people are gonna stare.
Wait, shut up for a second. Is that? Oh my god, it's one of my swabbies.
Your what?
From the ship! Hey, swabby, over here!
Oh god, I do not need this right now. Hey, Captain Mindfang.
I can't believe you survived the arrests. I didn't think anyone escaped. Anyway, how you been doing? You surviving okay without a captain to take orders from?
Honey?
Oh, sorry, baby. This is one of the girls who worked on my ship. Mostly did cleaning duties.
Yep. She always had me scrubbing those slave quarters.
Scrubbing those what?
Her slave quarters. She had tons of them. So much to clean.
Maybe we should quiet down about the whole slave thing?
I kind of felt bad for them, you know? Lots of casualties. One time your girlfriend here accidentally deflected a bullet into one of her favorite slaves' heads.
Amalia, can we talk?
Sure, let's just go over here. It was nice seeing you again, bitch.
That should get him going.
You owned slaves?
No, I mean, sort of. Ugh, sorry.
You owned slaves. Were they lower caste than you? Were they government fugitives? What am I saying? Of course they were.
Well, who else was gonna be for sale? It was a power move. Just forget about it.
A power move? Against who? The people you were purchasing?
Against the Empire. They never would have thought of me as a serious threat unless I had slaves.
And then, instead of liberating them and letting them live on your ship with the rest of your crew, you lock them in the slave quarters and use them as goddamn human shields. I can't even look at you right now.
That was a really long time ago. Give me a break.
What about me?
What?
What's the difference between them and me? If I had been discovered when I was younger, and by some miracle not killed on sight, I would have been tossed right into the slave market. Would you have bought me and used me as a target for some crazy man's gun?
Honey, no.
There is no difference!
Dante, wait! Stop. I can explain.
You've explained enough. It's like I don't even know you.
What happened with Rosa Mariam wasn't normal. I didn't regularly shove my slaves in front of guns. She just happened to be there when...
Wait. Did you say your slave's name was Rosa Mariam?
Yeah? Why does that matter?
Was she a tall jade-eye with unusually formal vocabulary?
She was unusually formal in the bedroom, too.
Oh my god, you slept with her? That was the mother of our first revolution.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, oh shit! I can't believe you would do something like that. I can't believe you wouldn't recognize one of the most important figures in our cause. Do you even care about our cause?
Honestly, I didn't even know the first revolution happened until you came around.
What have you been... You know what? I'm done with this.
Where are you going?
Out. I can't be around you right now.
You'll be back later, right?
I don't know. Depends how comfortable I feel sharing a bed with an upper caste slave owner tonight. need to talk.
Great. Talking's good.
You've been my sun, I've been your star. I thought for years that just the two of us were gonna go far. You care about us, that much is true, but do you care about me too? I can't be yours if you won't see. Nothing means more to me than freedom of the people like me. You won't be mine if you don't see it too. So Amalia, I'm leaving you.
They know that bratty pirate bitch from before isn't me.
I'm sorry, I wish I could believe that.
Please don't do this to me.
I have to look out for myself. It's what low-caste mutants have to do. Wait, what are you doing?
I lost my ship, I lost my crew, I lost my treasure, lost my image, but it was alright because of you. You're why I stayed.
Amalia, honey.
You've been my rock, my only one. You've been the only thing around to keep me sane. Is this what it feels like to be betrayed?
Just let me go.
Never, you're the only thing I've left. You're never walking through that door. You're all I have to live for anymore.
Please let go of me.
We can be happy
let
together.
Go of me.
We'll build a future
Amalia,
forever.
seriously.
I promise I'm not
let
the
go
only.
of me.
All I ask of you is just don't leave
Amalia, don't
me.
make me do this.
Just don't leave.
Just let me go. You can do this.
Oh God, please don't
just
leave.
Let go of me. Let go of me. Let go of me. Let me go.
You can't fucking.
Well, that was a whole lot less satisfying than I thought it would be. God, now I just feel dirty.
Finally happy you got what you wanted?
Oh great, look who's spying on my inner thoughts again. What was the point of all this? If she was gonna die anyway, why not let her get torn down while she's on top of the world?
Truthfully, I was just using her to further the rebellion.
Being a manipulative bastard yet again, what else is new? What is the point of all this? Why are you so bent on creating and destroying these revolutions? Nothing ever changes.
On the contrary, look outside. Society is crumbling, and it's all the fault of the regime. With every new failed revolution, the Empress puts into place more self-destructive policies, further ruining her own empire. Would you like to know what happens to the new rebellion?
Let me guess. After impaling the love of his life, Dante spirals into a deep depression, lets the revolution sputter out, and then turns himself into the regime in a final act of desperation.
Exactly. You've learned quite a bit from me. Maybe you'll be fit for ruling the next world after all.
Next world?
Why do you think I want to see society crumble? This world is wrong, corrupt. There's no point in ruling over a broken planet. So, I'll start over.
Do the other gods know about this?
And who's going to stop me? The god of wind? The god of love? Nothing is more powerful than time. They all gave up long ago. This new world won't be bothered by the desires of lesser gods. It will just be time. Time and his child. Of course, unless you want an out.
An out?
Yes, you've done your duties. Everything should stay linear in this new world. I won't need someone to jump back and forth through the time stream. However, I will need someone to replace you. And there's only one person in this world I am willing to take. I need someone bright. Someone who can learn what you spent millennia learning in a matter of weeks. Someone I won't waste my time with.
And all I'd have to do is fetch them for you.
It's a little more complicated than that. In order to fully bind them to me, you will need to have been killed by them. But I'm sure that won't be the hard part for you. Do you accept this agreement, or Will you join me in the new world?
Give me the envelope. I don't want to live to see what you're going to do with this new world.
Are you sure? There you'd have power. You would become a god. Do whatever you please to your people.
I don't want that. I've never wanted power like that.
Suit yourself. The coordinates are right there. I'd recommend not thinking too hard about who you're binding to me, though.
Who are you talking about? Is it someone I know?
Never mind that. You can always change your mind if you want. Remember, if she kills you, she becomes mine. But you can still kill her first. Now, eat this.
You're letting me eat?
Well, you haven't put anything in your body for decades. Who knows what would happen to you if I lift your immortality on an empty stomach?
Lifting my... Oh my god, this is really happening.
Hurry now. You've put your body under a lot of stress your whole life. Who knows how long it'll take to catch up to you now?
You know, I've tried to kill myself before. Not through, like, a gun to the head or overdosing on drugs or anything like that. That wouldn't do shit to me. I mean, like, turning back time and trying to kill myself as an infant before he got to me. He caught me, of course. You can't run from omnipotence. If you thought the breath thing before was scary, imagine losing your movement privileges. That bastard put me in suspended animation for 3 months, then permanently took away my eating privileges. Haven't tried going back and changing anything without his order since. Is my existence actually a curse that needs to be passed on? Why can't he bind someone to him without getting me involved? I mean, what would happen if I died by my own hand? What if I used this lifted immortality to my advantage? I could go back to the moment before the Empress rose to power, stab her through the heart, and immediately kill myself afterwards, stopping this entire mess of a world from happening. Nah, he'd never let me do that. I can't jeopardize my one chance at freedom. Then again, should I take the freedom? Should I subject another person to this eternity of torture just so I don't have to work for that megalomaniacal bastard anymore? Would either of us even have power in creating this new world? I'd probably just be following his orders like usual. God, what do I do? I mean, if we fight and she kills me anyway, then she'll be his new apprentice no matter what. I might as well just make my way over there. I don't know what happens to you guys if I die. Hopefully he won't be a dick and he'll just put you back in your own time. Well, I guess it's time now. Who knows how much longer I have in a mortal body.
Chosen mortal, your time is up. The god of time and fate has willed you this choice. You can let yourself be killed and be freed from this mortal coil. Or you can kill me and live an eternity of servitude. The choice is yours to make.
Oh god, death has come for good this time.
You want the next apprentice to be Teresa? That's just fucking great.
Mara, what's going on?
I'm not doing this. Take me back, you time fucker. I'm not fucking doing this.
Will you please explain to me what's happening?
I've been freed. My immortality has been lifted. I'm finally allowed to die. On one condition. That you have to be the one to kill me and take my place as the Time God's apprentice. I can't do this. I'm going back.
Wait, I'll do it. You've suffered enough.
No, you won't. Nobody deserves this. Not even the fucking Empress deserves a fate this bad.
Just hear me out.
Save her. Have the chance to set her free.
Don't die and turn another person into property.
Go back and help build the world I saw so many years ago.
Die with you.
You have the chance to do what's best for her.
Don't die with guilt, stop being so unsure.
You can't just blindly leave someone below.
Don't think it through, just set her free. You can redeem the way you cursed eternity. You know you can save her. You have the power to save her. Stop holding back, just turn heel and run. Don't make an error you can't undo. Don't let her die with you.
I've spent my whole life trying to make the world a better place from the inside. What is more inside than the divine forces? I might be the key to fixing this hellhole.
He won't give you that kind of power. This universe is doomed anyway. There's nothing left to fix. Just run from here and free yourself.
No! I want to fight you. I want to free you.
You know why you're here. You know why you've stuck around so long. You know that you're the one who'll make it better.
You felt all our fears, felt our regrets, our aspirations. Can't you see you're the key?
You know you can save her. You have the power to save her. Stop holding back and don't second guess. Get all your guilt off your chest. Pull through. Don't let her die, because it's one more strike away from freedom. One more strike away from a future for me.
I see my future in the void,
where I was meant to be.
Hesitate to leave, stand and wait, just go save her.
You'll be her plan.
Don't let her fire burn out.
Do what you were meant to.
Stop till they tear me down.
Where you stand.
Don't place our victory in his hand.
Your victory in his hand, because we know you can save her, save her, save her, save her.
Don't feel the sting of someone else's knife. You two can leave your strife.
Teresa, listen. He won't give you the power to make a difference. I know him well enough to tell you that. Are you sure you're all right with this?
Yes, I can handle this. I've spent my whole life sucking up to corrupt superiors to get where I want to be. What more is eternity?
You've got half of the world telling you how you should be, but you see, you were born to be
free. Do it.
You're free to go now, guests. Your story is over. Come now, my new child. We have so much to discuss.
There's no